What is piercing the corporate veil? In order to understand the legal concept of piercing the corporate veil, you need to understand what usually a legal entity is. A legal entity is basically a shell. It's a shell that protects you from liability, where it's an LLC or a corporation or a partnership. It protects you from liability, from a lawsuit, right? So you own an LLC and your LLC is owned just by you. If the LLC enter into a contract and breach that contract and gets sued, so that plaintiff, that person, that claimant can only go against the LLC and not against you individually to your personal assets or to you as a person. But with the theory of piercing the corporate veil, then we can pierce that shell. We can pierce this legal fiction that we created and go to your personal asset. That only happens usually when you are engaging in conduct that relates to fraud, when you are commingling assets between the corporation and your personal life, when you don't have any separation, when you don't usually have all the corporate formalities that usually companies have. I've seen companies that make $20 million in revenues and don't follow the corporate formalities that are very important for these things. For example, they make decisions and they don't make a resolution, they don't have a meeting of the board, they don't do certain things that usually more established companies do, and that create that protection, that isolation, and that create that people then not come to you and want to pierce the corporate veil, alleging that your corporate shell is just a sham and that we should go after your personal assets.